We're not building a desal plant. What we are doing is creating optionality for the region by continuing to pursue permits, which we're allowed to do because this is our property.
The Port of Corpus Christi has one permit and working on obtaining more in hopes of working with the city or a third party to build, own, and operate a desalination plant on Harbor Island.
I think that's what we're all looking for, is more water supply at the most economical rate we can supply it.
On September 5th, John Byram, Executive Director of the Nueces River Authority, sent a proposal to the Port of Corpus Christi. He asked the port to lease Harbor Island, transfer the permits to the Nueces River Authority to build a desalination plant. The proposal has 9 key points, which includes having a public-private partnership to fund the project. Byram says they have to think about the 21 counties they service.
We don't want to compete with the city of Corpus Christi. That's not our role. Our role is to serve a much larger region and to send treated water up into the northern part of the basin.
In a statement by Port CEO Kent Britton, they weren't expecting this offer. Quote, "The port will evaluate the offer as it would any other commercial offer to lease property. We have also encouraged the Nueces River Authority to engage the city of Corpus Christi in any discussions regarding such a plan." End quote. The port has briefed City Council about the Harbor Island desal project on a few occasions, so this caught the city by surprise as well. In a statement, they said, quote, "The recent proposal from the NRA to the port was a surprise to the city, and from what we were told, a surprise to the port as well." The city will be meeting with the port to understand the content of the proposal, followed by a separate meeting with the NRA, end quote. When City Council was briefed on August 20th, Port Chairman David Engel said this.
The good news is we're moving forward, both the city and we're working with the city at Harbor Island.
However, Councilman Gil Hernandez says there's no formalized agreement with the city and port when it comes to Harbor Island.
In the past, I myself and a few other council members had put together a memorandum of understanding to try and work with the port on some sort of aspect for desal at Harbor Island, but it was voted down by council.
Hernandez understands the role of the Nueces River Authority and sees their proposal as a positive.
I think we should participate if there's going to be more than one public agency. I'd hate to have a facility built that we don't get any water from, especially since it's right off our coast.
Should the River Authority build and operate a desal plant on their own, Byram says they would have to sell water outside the city's coverage area. The Port Aransas Conservancy has opposed the Harbor Island project and issued their own statement opposing the proposal. Quote, "Permits must go to the city of Corpus Christi as promised by POCCA. City of Port Aransas officials must be involved in planning discussions," end quote. You can read the full statement on christv.com.